is Rowan and he's the Prince of Windenburg. He's invited 7 girls to the palace in his search for a bride, and this is their story. I'm Kamio, and this is the Sims 4 Selection Challenge. Alrighty, so we're jumping straight into Create a Sim Him. Oh my gosh, Create a Sim, what am I saying? So we're jumping into Create a Sim here. Here we have Anna Finley. So she's one of the 7 girls who are a part of the selection challenge. For those of you who don't know what the selection challenge is, I'm putting a link in the description box down below, but it's basically inspired by the Bachelor challenge and the books by Kiera Cass of the same name. So the selection series, it's a really great book series if you're into princesses, glitter and gowns, and you love The Bachelor. It is so for you. Yeah, this is where this challenge is kind of taking its inspiration from. Obviously, we're not going after the books. You won't recognize any of the characters. It's all new. It's all fresh. Yeah, so definitely take out the challenge rules if you're wanting to have a better idea how it works. But basically how it works is we have Rowan Colazzo, who is the Prince of Windenburg, and he's searching for his bride. So he invites a number of girls to the palace where he basically eliminates them, not necessarily one at a time, but you know, he sort of gets to know them, spends time with them, goes on dates, things like that. So it's going to be really, really exciting. So at the moment here I have Anna Finley. She is a Instagram model, but basically for the purposes of the Sims, I decided that she would be a part of like the social media challenge. So that's really cool. She's a vegetarian, which I think is really in with a lot of the models now, you know, sort of being a bit of a vegan. It's, you know, the new health craze, so I thought that really suited her. She's materialistic and she's a snob, and she's got the aspiration to be fabulously wealthy. So at the moment I'm going through her outfits, deciding what I sort of want her to wear, and while we're getting to know the characters, I thought it would be kind of cool for each of them to have a color. So if you haven't kind of guessed already, Anna Finley's color is red. So at the moment I'm just trying to decide which red dress I like the most. I do have a fair bit of custom content in game, but I didn't necessarily want to use a lot of it. I think a lot of the time with custom content you can feel really removed, but at the same time we're doing a selection series. Big ball gowns and dresses are kind of the in thing, and there's not that many long formal dresses that I would kind of think girls would wear around a palace. So I have got a bit in game for that purpose, but I'm hoping other than the ball gowns and a few day dresses, you won't really see a lot. But oh my goodness, I can't even tell you guys how excited I am for the Sims 4 seasons to be coming out. Oh, just bumped my microphone. Whoops. I am so excited. It is going to be amazing. Like, it is going to be so fantastic. I cannot wait to see Windenburg in the winter. It is going to be spectacular. I don't know if you guys caught the live stream recently. If you haven't, go and check it out. But at the end of the week, come Friday, we're all going to have it anyway. But my goodness, the snow looks fantastic. So this selection challenge, this save, this let's play is going to be starting off in winter in Windenburg. So I'm hoping it's beautiful and snowy and white and glossy and glistening, and it's going to be perfect. At the moment, yeah, I think I'm picking a few different colors for Anna here, and I keep flipping back and forward with her dresses, but eventually I do settle on the red dress that you kind of see at the end there. I think I peek back and forward a few times because I'm not 100% positive, but at the end of the day, I just couldn't go past that red dress for her. I thought it really suited. At the same time, you know, these girls coming into the palace, it is royalty. They are sort of, my idea would be that they have to wear dresses sort of around the knee, not too short. Doesn't mean that you certainly can't flout the rules every now and then, but generally speaking, I think cover your shoulders, covered shoulders and long hemlines. So the next girl here is Desiree Tobin. So she's a little bit more of a lady. She's very refined. She's come from a good background. So Anna Finlay's kind of made her own wealth, whereas Desiree here has had a very privileged upbringing. She's very, I guess, used to looking perfect all of the time. It's just how life is for her. If you haven't guessed, her color is pink. So Desiree here is basically, yeah, the perfect lady from old money. So she's a socialite for a career. She's neat, squeamish, which I think is perfect for her, and an art lover, and she wants to be the leader of the pack, which I think, you know, with ladies who lunch and things like that, it kind of makes a bit of sense, you know, that's what she's about. I don't think I could decide what pink dress I wanted to go for her, and I think in the end, yeah, I go for this custom content dress in the pink because nothing else really suited, and I didn't really want all of the girls in that red dress that you sort of saw Anna in, because I do end up putting two of the other girls in that dress as well, I think. We'll see. So yeah, I went for custom content for her. I think this dress was really just kind of old school classic, and that's just kind of who Desiree is. She's this classic beauty, you know, with the kind of idea that class never goes out of style. So she's just the perfect princess almost. I think out of all of the girls, she's probably the most refined. She's probably the most typical princess, I'd have to say. So yeah, I love pink for her. I'm a bit of a fan of it. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if you guys have checked out Della Grassy's Barbie Let's Play. There is so much pink in it. Like, it is insane. I love it. I can't get enough of pink. I don't think I could do it in real life, and I certainly don't wear a lot of it because I think people would find me crazy and insane. But if I could live in Barbie's pink mansion, I so would. I love pink. Speaking of mansions, the palace for this one's actually really cool. For any of you guys who've been following me on the forums, I have actually done a number of selection challenges on the stories and legacy part of the forum. So I post updates for, I guess, like a story blog almost, documenting what happens in game. So for those of you guys who are familiar with me, who are familiar with the selection challenges that I have done, it's pretty much going to be the same thing, only I'm showing you guys on YouTube. I tried to do this about a year ago, but my computer completely fritzed out, and it wasn't the right time. It didn't work out. My computer died. It died a horrible death, you guys. It was really, really sad. So hopefully this one goes just a little bit better. I'm hoping it goes better because I want seasons in game. Anyway, guys, look, this is Samara Scorer. She's actually a girl who was submitted for my first selection series that I was recording for YouTube, and I just had to bring her back. So she's basically the only girl in this selection challenge that was created by somebody else. All of the other girls that you've seen have sort of been created and designed by me. So Samara here, she's sort of larger than life, and she's obsessed with food. So her parents own and run a restaurant. She's pretty much grown up in the restaurant. She is a waitress in there. She loves food. She's super loud and colorful. It's a really loud and colorful family, and she's just kind of brought that love of life with her. Her color scheme's kind of a mix between like blue and green. I wouldn't really say it's minty, but you know, it's kind of that blue-green color scheme. So she kind of gets away with both sides of the spectrum there. And I'm just going through fixing up a bit of her makeup, a few of her clothes. So all of the girls get this sort of nightgown here because I think it's a really pretty nightgown. And because Windenburg, I'm hoping, is a little bit colder than all of the other worlds, I thought that kind of nice long nightie just kind of suited my idea of Windenburg being this chilly, winter-laden land. Like, it's going to be so good. Oh my goodness, I know I can't stop talking about it, and it's going to so not be relevant once it comes out, but no, it's going to be really cool, you guys. So Samara here is self-assured, obviously. She's outgoing, and she's a foodie, and she has the aspiration to be a master chef. So the first time I did this, a bunch of girls were submitted with like the soulmate aspiration, which I think is really great, but I wanted these girls to have, I guess, their own personalities before they came in and the own things that they were pursuing, because it didn't really make sense that every girl coming in wanted to get with the prince. Yes, okay. I'm not gonna lie. I know I told you you're not gonna recognize any of the characters, but Christine McGraw here, yes, she is a redhead. She's kind of got a bit of an America vibe for her. So for those of you who have read the books, you're probably going to fall in love with Christine here because she is going to remind you of America. Christine is super smart. So she's not quite like America, where America is creative. Christine here is super smart. She's actually a doctor in game. I've really loved playing with her because I may have played with the girls a little bit before this challenge just to give them those personalities and those backstories. So Christine, her parents actually passed away when she was quite young, and she was inspired to become a doctor because she wanted to be able to, I guess, be a part of people's lives in that tough time, because the doctors made a really big difference in her life. That big poofy dress that you saw before was one of the dresses I'd put all of the girls in. Oh my goodness, I'm up to the next girl. I need to hurry up. Christine's ambitious. She's a perfectionist and she's a bookworm, and she's got the Renaissance sim aspiration. This here is Amelia Eastman. She's more delicate and soft-spoken than the other girls. So I've stuck her in pink because I thought that really suited her. She's kind of the quiet, delicate mouse of the group. She's definitely kind of fades into the background. She's neat, good. She's an art lover, and she wants to have a big, happy family. So she's, I guess, really the classic girl next door. She didn't grow up particularly in a privileged family, but it was definitely, yeah, a sort of average middle class upbringing for her. So I'm interested to see how she gets along with Rowan, because Rowan's a little bit more of a quieter guy himself. And that green dress you just saw, I think that's what I'm going to change her into for the series as opposed to that purple dress. I haven't decided. But I go back and I think I put her in that long, yeah, I put her in the purple dress there. So I do think that suits her, but I'm not sure if I'm going to go back to that green sort of peplum dress. I think that's what that is, that little frill that goes over the stomach area. Yeah, there's that big dress again. I did a whole bunch of shoots and things like that, and I just love that dress. It's such a beautiful custom content dress, but I just don't like how it moves in game. So we may or may not see it. I haven't made up my mind just yet on that one. I'm deciding on her formal wear here, and I think I muck around with a few different ideas before I settle on something probably a little bit more simplistic for her. Originally, I was thinking maybe she'd go in that kind of really classic Jessica Rabbit almost dress that comes in that red, the blue, the purple, and the silver, but I loved this purple when I saw it. I was like, yes, that so captures who she is in this kind of demure lady who's a little bit quiet. I thought that dress was just kind of perfect and muted undertones for her. Obviously, she gets the purple nightgown because purple's kind of her color for this one. And, to be honest, looking at it now, I'm probably going to keep her in the purple dress. I'm not going to lie. I'm probably going to keep her in the purple, even though I like the green. And so if you guys haven't figured out just yet, their party look and their formal look are exactly the same. And that's because in game, depending on what party you throw or like what event you throw, they end up changing into either their party or their formal look. And because, it's a palace, right? This is a selection challenge. This is a royal family. They're going to become a princess. I figured they'd wear long gowns to kind of formal events and shorter dresses, around the palace. It doesn't really make sense when you're in the cold of Windenburg, so they may change that up, or we may just rely on the thermostat like a lot. I keep going and saving as well because I don't want to lose the girls. And you can see I did end up putting Anna Finley back in that red dress. We're going to jump in next to one of the next girls, and I'm really excited to show you to her. We'll just ignore this bit. I was jumping in there to check out a few of my other girls. Anyway, this is Serena Lowry. She is kind of a confident loner. She's definitely seen a little bit of the harder side of life. She lives with her sister in Oasis Springs, so she's a little bit more mature, a little bit older than some of the other girls. Definitely comfortable in her own skin, comfortable dressing a little bit more provocative than maybe some of the other girls who are a little bit more prone to covering up and not quite being as confident in their femininity, or at least the softer side of femininity. I say she's got a bit of a hard edge to her, so I'm actually really excited to see how she goes in game. So she's creative, childish, and active. So I'm interested to see how that kind of goes. I may switch that out for the loner trait because I think that might suit her a little bit. bit, and she has got the city native aspiration there. And I love that blue outfit. That was her blue going out outfit, but it's so not appropriate for the palace. It was so not appropriate. So I love this little blue dress for her. Yeah, so she does live in Oasis Springs, but she's always kind of wanted to move to the city, and so that's why I gave her the city native aspiration, because I figure that's probably something she can talk to Rowan about, have a bit of a chat about her aspirations there. I love that dark lip on her. I think it looks really, really good. So her color obviously is dark blue. And this girl here, oh my goodness, okay. If you are having flashbacks to the royal wedding because you think this girl looks like Meghan Markle, oh my goodness, I did not mean to do it. It was such an accident. This is a custom content hair. And when I put that custom content hair on her and I changed her hair color to black, I was like, oh, I'm staring at Meghan Markle. Totally didn't mean to, but I kind of went with it when I realized that's who she looked like. So this is not Meghan Markle 2.0, who marries the redheaded prince, I swear. This is Rachel Thomas. She is a photographer, so she's the creative one in the group. So she's kind of the life-loving, funny girl. She is, yeah, again, girl next door, but a little bit more confident and creative than I guess Amelia is. So Rachel is creative, hot-headed. I didn't change her traits because if you're looking at it right now, you're going to think she's lazy, family-oriented, and a lot lover. Technically, she's meant to be creative, hot-headed, and loves the outdoors. So she's a bit of an outdoors enthusiast, which I thought season's coming up kind of makes sense because I'm going to be sending the Sims outside a lot. I don't think in game I will show you me giving them their sort of hot and cold outfits. I think that's just something we can discover together. But yeah, look guys, that was all of the girls, and I'm just going back here and changing a few of the outfits. I think I went back because I wasn't so sure on Anna Finley again. But look, thanks so much for joining me on this one, guys. I'm really excited to get this series kicked off and started. Once seasons comes out, I don't have early access or anything like that, but I'm really keen to get this started once seasons comes out and share this adventure with you when these girls become, well, they're not all going to become princesses, only one of them is, but I'm excited to share this journey with you. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification button if you want to know when another episode comes out. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!